And so, and when I rewatched it, I was amazed because the Barack Obama talking point that he had was disconnected from the point that Chris Christie was making and that he was answering. Chris, you didn't go to shovel the snow. And I want to dispel the notion that Barack Obama doesn't know what he's doing. Wait a minute, those two things are unconnected. And he did it in an unconnected way 3 times until you were like, what the hell's going on? Wait a minute, we were talking about snow, we were talking about this. Why did you inject the Barack Obama talking point again? Oh, this guy's a freaking robot. Bernie Sanders doesn't do it that way. He does it like, I'm going to pound this message home. This is what I care about, right? And so if you want to talk about the criminal justice system, you're right, it's terrible. Let me tell you how terrible it is. Here's the stats on it. Here's how it's screwed over African Americans. But how are you going to fix it? You're going to fix it by getting money out of politics so that the scummy politicians can't get money to screw over the criminal justice system. There's a logical connection. It makes sense. And he does it in an earnest way. The real comparison is Rubio the robot versus Hillary Clinton. Same political cadence. In the beginning, what did the mainstream media guys say? Rubio is great. He's got great political cadence, right? Until there was the glitch. No. The cadence is a problem. I mean, the glitch is an extra problem, but the cadence itself is the core problem.
I'll tell you one more problem for Hillary Clinton. Because going back and watching the tapes from 2007 and watching the news coverage from 2007, right? The narrative was that she's a flip-flopper. Right? That she flip-flop, and they had all these, and that was back then. And now she's flip-flopped again. And, you know, Anderson Cooper said it to her in his debate when he said, will you say anything to get elected? That was the tenor of almost all the questions that they were asking her in 2007 and all the news reports that I've seen going back that I can find. And so all of a sudden, all that somehow everybody has amnesia over these last 7 years or 8 years. And now somehow all that stuff that they used to say about Hillary Clinton, they're saying about Bernie Sanders, that he's unelectable and he can't get, but she's the one. And by the way, I can see the campaign commercials already. She is going to get killed if she's the nominee with all her back. I'm not saying FBI baggage. I'm not saying email baggage. I'm saying baggage on the positions she's taken publicly. She comes after Bernie Sanders for criticizing Barack Obama, and he says, one of us ran against them. She's got so many Achilles heels. She is a horrible candidate, and people don't realize that, and they're going to realize it till it's too late, and then we have President Cruz.
I think you're 100% wrong. I think she's a fantastic candidate. I think she'd be great in a general election. I think there's somebody who's better, and I don't know how she's going to get around the fact that guy's better. So we're never. I think there's some chance.
Plus, he's a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
You don't think that she's the antithesis of what people want right now, which is authenticity and an anti-establishment, and she is the opposite of that. So when you say that she's a good candidate, maybe in a different era, but not this era.
I got it, but she's running. I mean, most likely she will be going up against somebody about whom that stuff is not relevant anymore.
Unless it's Trump.
Unless it's Trump, but Trump has so many other problems. But I don't know. By then, Trump I don't know either. But Trump has way more problems than she does. He's way more unlikable than she is right now. But she's got a problem now with that. There's no question. Right now, she's got a huge problem with that. But you know what strikes me is that Trump to some extent, and there are obviously some similarities between Trump and Bernie in terms of the reasons they are appealing to people, right? I mean, they both go at it. They're totally different people, and they would govern totally different. One is responsible, and one's a crazy person. But it reminds me of what's happened to local news. Like Hillary Clinton is local news. There was a way to do this. There's a way to anchor the news. There's a way to talk, and people stopped watching it because it doesn't work. And where have people gone? Where are those people now? What are they watching? They're here, or they're watching other YouTube stars. They're watching people without prompters speaking authentically. In a sense, this campaign, Hillary Clinton is Ernie Anastas, and Bernie Sanders is Cenk. That this is a sea change coming from how we get our information. You talked about the phone, and Hillary is, and we are seeing the change, and maybe she'll pull it out and win anyway. But as you've said, it seems like that era is gone. The next politicians that we get are not going to talk this way, the way that she still does.
Yeah, I think that for people under 35, the younger you get, the more true it is. They did not grow up watching robots, so the robots freak them out. So when they see a local news anchor who's like, the number of ambulances have doubled, but so the number of accidents. They're like, that guy is super fucking weird, right?
and
Like, that is a weirdo, right? And so, because they didn't grow up on it. And so the same with the politicians.
Like, why aren't some of these people 30 years old hired on local newscasts? Why are they doing their hair this way? Why are they hiring the same beautiful women and the same beautiful blown dry guys? Like, stop. Stop.
No, they never will.
Well, they will.
They're going to go down with that ship.
By the way, I just want to say thanks, Ben. I had Ernie Ernesto in the pool.
Ernie Anastas.
Anastas.
Please.
I don't know who that is.
He was
Of course,
a
a
big
local
New
news
York
anchor.
anchor.
Oh, okay.
Ernie Anastas, we took your ass down. Okay, all right.
So